Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for my weekly review of this week's episode of The Walking Dead Season 9. This one's going to be for the second last episode of this year, Season 9, Episode 7, which is called Stradivarius. So, pretty good episode, this week. I think, honestly, this might be one of the weakest, though, of this season. I definitely would have to say. It definitely wasn't bad, though. I still enjoyed this episode. Yeah, it was good. It did feel a little fillerish, so it felt like they were really filling out the episode a lot, but it was a good episode, though. I was expecting to see a little bit more of maybe the Whispers, but that's fine, because we're going to see a lot of them in the mid-season finale. It looks like it's going to be like their episodes, so that's absolutely fine. But this episode, Stradivarius, was directed by Michael Cudlitz, which also, he did an amazing job. Now, I do want to kind of talk about my favorite part of the episode. Probably the stuff with Daryl, Carol, and Henry. I really enjoyed that stuff a lot. I thought that was really, really cool. Carol kind of misses having Daryl around, and basically, he's out there, and he's kind of, looking for Rick because he never found a body, and he views it as Rick might not be dead. He's not sure, basically, is what it is. So, he's still looking around for him. He hasn't found a body. He hasn't found anything. So, until he does, or he probably won't, but, he has finally in this episode not given up, but he's finally deciding to go back to the others. So, I really enjoyed the ending scene where, Daryl decides to go back, and with his dog and stuff, which that was a pretty exciting scene as well, when the dog was kind of getting about to get eaten or whatever, and Henry and Carol kind of help him. Well, Carol kind of almost helps him, and then Henry helps him more so. So I enjoyed that a lot, and Henry kind of tells Daryl, like, she misses you, so Daryl decides to come back. That's what, that's what got Daryl to come back, because he likes Carol. He still likes Carol after all this time. So, yeah, I still love the idea of a relationship between Daryl and Carol, but honestly, it looks like at this point we might not even see anything like that. So, which is kind of unfortunate, but that was that. So Daryl goes back to the hilltop and basically reunites with everybody, and then goes back out again with Jesus and Aaron looking for Eugene. So that was pretty cool. We start off the episode with Rosita in pretty terrible condition. She passes out, and they find her later, and apparently she left Eugene in like a barn or something. So that's why Daryl and the others went looking for her. She's probably inside resting somewhere in the hilltop. So we see her in the promo for episode 8. Now, the promo for episode 8 looks amazing, which we will do a promo breakdown of that. That is for sure. So, yeah, we got to see that. We get to see Michonne's group with Magna on their way to Hilltop. This stuff was pretty cool as well. We got to kind of find out a bit more about this Magna's group, and Yumiko got a lot more time. Because she was barely in episode 6 because of her injury and stuff. So that was pretty cool as well. I enjoyed that. We get to see, kind of Michonne still not trust them, and she kind of starts to trust them near the end. But this Bernie guy keeps coming up, and then, of course, we do get to see him actually zombified at the end, and Michonne kind of puts him down. So, yeah, that was pretty cool as well. So, then we also get to find out something about Maggie. We also find out that she basically left with Herschel Jr., and she pretty much just left, and she's living at wherever Georgie is. So that was kind of cool as well. I kind of like that. But the only thing is that Hilltop feels kind of empty. So at first I was like, Tara's leading the Hilltop. Then we kind of find out Jesus is, but she kind of takes over at the end because Jesus just doesn't really want to lead the Hilltop. It's not his thing. So, I understand that. He even said in this, season 7 or something, he's like, it's not me, can't be me, I'm not a leader. So, he doesn't view himself as the best leader or anything like that. So, I understand that, that's for sure. You gotta understand that, but that was pretty cool stuff. So, that was that. So, I enjoyed those scenes. I'm trying to, see if I left anything out. But I mean, this episode it didn't have much. We got to see a few things. Like someone's watching them. It definitely though this week's episode I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. That's for sure. But it definitely felt a little fillerish. You have to admit. It definitely felt it wasn't as good as episode 6 in my opinion. I do miss seeing Judith and Negan though. Those are the two that I was like, oh man, when are we gonna see Judith and when are we gonna see Negan? We did not see Negan or Judith in this episode, so. That's kind of unfortunate. But very interesting episode. I liked it for what it was. But definitely I'm hyped for the mid-season finale next week. That is a for sure. And I'm trying to kind of think to myself, will we see Alpha in the next episode, or will that be pushed into February? Because it could be pushed into February for all we know. So, very exciting stuff. That is a for sure. So, yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that's everything. We covered the Daryl stuff with Carol. We covered the stuff with, Daryl, Carol, Henry. We covered the stuff with Michonne's group, which was probably the least best stuff of the episode. But Michonne, she kind of starts to trust them at the end of the episode. So, everything kind of worked out there. We get to see, like I said, the stuff with Rosita. We still don't know where Eugene is. We are assuming he's in a barn. We do see him in the promo for episode 8, which, like I said, a promo breakdown will be coming out for that. So this episode, I'm going to rate this as only a 7 out of 10, because honestly, it was kind of a filler episode. Even though I did enjoy it for what it was, I enjoyed it. But definitely, we could have seen more, but I mean, I'm not going to be, complaining about this one too much because, honestly, we have a mid-season finale coming up. It looks like it's going to be an amazing mid-season finale. We saw some of the craziest episodes this season, like episodes, 4, 5, 6 was a crazy one to watch, to be honest. So, if they want to calm down for just one episode before the mid-season finale, they can go ahead and do that, because honestly, we've seen a lot this half season. I mean, you gotta admit, we have seen a lot in this half season. So, yeah, like I said, my favorite part would probably be this Daryl stuff. I really enjoyed Daryl in this episode a lot. The only problem I'd probably have with this episode is it did feel a little draggy, and it did feel a little fillerish, but, I mean, it's fine. Like I said, if they want to slow down for an episode before, a huge mid-season finale, and they just had some crazy episodes in the last couple weeks, then that's fine, like I said. So, the Maggie thing, though, it did feel a little like, oh yeah, she's gone, okay, moving on, because I feel like because they weren't prepared for her to leave, as much as they were prepared for Rick, it seems like, so they kind of just wrote her out of the show. They didn't really give her a send-off, but they're probably assuming she's going to come back in season 10, but I'm really hoping she does, is really the thing I'm trying to say here. So, yeah, because if not, I mean, that's going to be crazy, not having Maggie in the show, but I'm still hoping she will. So, yeah, mid-season finale, trailer breakdown, and predictions all is going to be in one video. That will be the next video, and then, if there's any other topics you guys want me to discuss based off of episode 7, you guys can write that down in the comment section below, and I will take that into consideration. But I will definitely do a death predictions for the mid-season finale. That's a video I definitely want to do. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.